Hey everybody, One Penny here. Before I tell you about or post about the Blackwater Trail day 4, I should tell you about the Blackwater Trail day 3 night. It was probably my spookiest night on the trail. I got to that small three-sided shelter and set all my stuff out. And went to bed, got to sleep, and then sometime in the middle of the night, I heard coyotes howling. A whole pack got together, and you could hear them way, way off there, howling and howling and howling. Then they go quiet, and then they start howling again, a lot closer. And they howl and howl, and then they go quiet, and then they start howling again, and they're even closer. So that happened until they were probably a couple hundred yards away from the shelter, making a big ruckus. But the next time I heard them, they were farther away, so they had moved, and they didn't bother me after that. But then, really interesting, at 4:59 in the morning, because I looked at the clock when it was happening, a bobcat came through the camp about 30 feet from the shelter. And I had never heard a bobcat yowling in the wild before. And it is unnerving. It is really, really something. Maybe go online and see if you can find some recordings of bobcats screaming. But this bobcat was very unhappy about something. Might have been me. And he walked along the trail, walked through the camp, yowling like crazy, and then finally went on his way. But that definitely counts as the scariest night I've had on the trail so far. So I just wanted to put that out there, and I'll upload this one. See y'all later. Good morning, everybody. Just got started. About 7:45. Get up around 6:30. I got it's about 2 miles to get to a state campground on a lake, where they will have facilities for showering, restroom. They've got campsites, primitive campsites, and campsites with electricity. They got a bathhouse. It's probably in the there. They've got electricity, so I should be able to charge up all my electronics. Ooh. And get cleaned up. Maybe do some sink laundry. And maybe they have a laundry, but I kind of doubt it. And then lay some stuff out to dry, and then I think I'll stay there tonight. Adds a day to the trip. But after that, I only have 6 or 7 more miles to get to the Alabama border. So, just one extra day, and have a nice place to relax and get cleaned up, get everything aligned for the next 45-mile segment with no support. And I had no idea that this camp was up there. I had never seen it on the map. But we talk about support. What we talk about is a place to resupply, really, a resupply point. And, state camps don't normally have a store full of food and camping supplies for you to buy. But you never know. So, we'll find out. It is a crisp, cool morning. Cold again last night. Had to be in my sleeping bag. Fully dressed, socks on, puffy on, jacket on. And hilt pulled over my head. It's so warmer days than planned and colder nights than expected. But still, man, just beautiful being out in the woods and being on the trail. So I actually see some human beings today. Maybe I can get a park ranger if they're leaving the park for lunch to take me to some place where I can get a hot meal. That would be nice. So otherwise, y'all have a good day. Talk to you later. Hey everybody, just wanted to give you a little look at some of the beauty along the Blackwater River here. Nice big white sandbar on the other side. Most of the time I come across these, they are on the other side of the river. I never get one on this side except for the bridge I stopped at the other day. But just beautiful, beautiful. See y'all later. Well, just 100 feet further, they got this really nice bench set up with this beautiful, beautiful view of just 100 feet down where I was. And then looking this way, all the way up, there's a nice sandy bank on this side of the river. And when you know it, it looks to me like the path is taking me now away from the river. So I won't get to go down and enjoy it, but I'm enjoying everything else about being out here. I'm lucky to be able to do this. Wish more people could do this. I'll see y'all later. Bye. Hello everybody. I just made it to Hurricane Lake North Campground. Walked up and met these. Your names again?
Joe and Tammy.
And Tammy, hi. Hey. How you doing? They gave me the lowdown on the place and showed me where the camp host was. Walked over. Had no internet connection for the last 45 miles really, so the host connected me and got a spot, so I'm going to camp here for a little bit. And they were very nice. They gave me a nice couple cold drinks as soon as I got here, which is much appreciated. So where are y'all from?
We're local. We're about,
from Crestview.
Yeah.
How far away from that is here?
20 miles.
20 miles?
Yeah.
Is that Alabama or still Florida?
It's Florida.
We're still in Florida.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you just like coming out camping?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've been to a lot of the parks around here?
Yeah, we do this park, Carrot Lake, Apalachicola.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what do you don't do much hiking, but you...
No, I'm too old to hike.
Yeah, I think I'm too old to hike.
Yeah.
So...
You're in better shape than I am.
I'm trying not to die, that's for sure.
Right.
But I just wanted to give you guys a taste of the nice people that you meet on the trail you bump into from time to time. I appreciate the cold drinks and your company.
We're fixing to cook breakfast here in a minute. We'll bring you a plate.
That would be fantastic. I would not turn down a hot meal.
Okay.
All right, thank you very much.
All right.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Joe and Tammy, wonderful people, also made me a breakfast. I've eaten some of it, but how kind and sweet those people are to do that for me. It's nice to run into a little bit of human kindness as you go. And thank you guys very much. See y'all later. Hello everybody, One Penny here. So when I got up and broke camp this morning, I had a little over, I think, 3 miles to go to get here. This is Hurricane Lake, and this is a beautiful view I walked out of on the path to come to this nice bench and look out over the lake. The primitive camping site is over there, and it does not have electricity, I found out. So I did end up going to the north location, which does have campsites with electric. My gear's over there charging, and I took a shower, which was great after 5 days. The people in the spot next to me, I talked with them. They gave me drinks and made me breakfast. And I walked back over here. I have 1 bar of Verizon service here. That's it. So I called my dad. And now I'm going to head back over campsite and just relax today and head out tomorrow on the last 5 miles or so up to Alabama. See y'all later. Hey everybody, that is my tent right there at the other end of the dam, the closest spot to the dam in the whole camping area. And just looked up and saw it as I was walking back. And the tent, the blue truck, blue tarp, orange tarp to the right are the neighbors who fed me breakfast and gave me drinks. So quite the nice area to be in right now. That's all. See you later. Hey everybody, I wanted to take a minute to tell you a little bit more about Joe and Tammy and how nice they are. So they had fed me breakfast, and I had gone up and washed some clothes in the bathhouse, spread them out on my table, and then took a nap in my tent. And just killing the day, waiting for my clothes to dry, and staying there that night. I was going to get up and leave the next morning, and I went out and walked all around the camp and through a section of the trail that I was going to have to walk. It was a few hundred yards through the woods and out to the across the entrance road to the campsite, so I wouldn't have to walk that in the morning. I ended up coming back and didn't really have anything to do, and sort of wandered over towards where they were at, and they offered me more cold drinks, which I gladly accepted. And then we just started talking, and we sat down. They told me to go ahead and sit down, and we talked and talked and talked for quite some time. And then I was gonna get up and go back to my camp, and Joe said, "Well, we're gonna take care of you. We're gonna cook some dinner here after a while. We got chicken. We're gonna barbecue, corn. We're gonna roast, and baked beans." and so they did, and invited me to just hang around, and we sat around their campfire, and he cooked up the meal, and it was fantastic. And when that was done, we talked a little bit more, and then I went back to my tent and went to bed. And I got up in the morning, and I started packing things up, and I made a trip up to the bathhouse, and I came back, and Joe was getting ready to go up there, and he said, "Hey, don't go anywhere yet. We got some goodies for you." So when he came back down, I had everything loaded up and strapped on my pack and walked over there, and they gave me another couple cans of cold Coke and a water, and then an apple and something else, but just really nice. I mean, yeah, they didn't have to do any of that. They just saw a guy walking across the dam in the morning looking bedraggled, and they fed me breakfast and fed me dinner, and sent me off with some cool drinks and an apple and stuff in the morning. So Joe and Tammy, thank you guys very much. You were my first instance of, I guess you'd call that trail magic on my adventure. And I appreciate it, and I wish you guys the best. So thank you very much. Bye.